Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll drop the throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
On the set. 50 seconds, come on. Check, 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 check.
On first down, Hyde. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on third down, Hyde. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hyde. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Looking to throw on second down. High. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got the hook of Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Nice hit, boy. Here we go. Here we go. Henry. Double tight, guys. Double tight. You're on front. I got number 20.
2nd and 14. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Boom. Sack, baby.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight his right.
Looking to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. High. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun. High. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his, and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now, guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far, so I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's going to go down again. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Being chased out left. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Benson.
Let's go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to throw. High. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Joe Mixon. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to try and throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defense...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's a second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. High. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. 2nd and 6. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, had to get it out quickly, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson throwing again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. This time, Jackson will throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. On 1st down, it's Benson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Eckler able to slither by. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin.
And all the ball's out. High fumbled it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run here with Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, 30, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This is White on the screen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Back to throw here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Austin Eckler, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Roughing the passer defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, 4 down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
Well, defense will have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll keep it on the ground. Benson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Running on first down, Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Single.
To throw on 2nd down. Hyde. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hyde. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Hyde. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done. Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Ready. 8, read. I'm going to run you over.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A lone 2nd remains now in this 3rd quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. On 3rd down, it's Stump. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. This is where it came from.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on this. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, a short touchdown run. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Looking to throw. High. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go, buddy.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope event.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hyde, and he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Braxton Berrios, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Hyde. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's go.
They'll try the left side. It's Benson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012.
You go. 10-2 soft. Slam. Ready.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Once more, here's Eckler. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. High. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The 2nd down and 10th. They're knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you
and the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Stump. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw here. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.